So I did a top 5 cameras under $500, but the 5 cameras that I talked about are all inferior to the Canon T7i. You will not find this camera under $500 unless you buy it used. And even if you buy it used, it's still gonna be pretty hard to find this camera under $500. Why do you spend the extra $100 to $200 on a T7i over any of these other cameras? The T7i is arguably the best entry to mid-level DSLR at the price point. Canon has one of the fastest autofocus systems on the market. Let me just tell you how great of an autofocus system this is. In my Nikon, I had 5 points. The Canon T6i has 19 points. The T7i has 45 points autofocus. This thing is extremely fast. I got the opportunity to shoot a couple music videos on the T7i. Actually, I think I started out doing them on the 6D, but once I got my hands on the T7i, I was just like, yeah, the 6D is full frame and it's great, but the 6D doesn't have the variable angle screen T7 does, and it's also touchscreen. T7i shoots full HD 1080p, 60 frames per second. 6D only shoots full HD at 30 frames. Photo or video, it has a quick mode that brings up many of the settings you're gonna need, like your shutter speed and your ISO and your white balance. I've heard in a lot of reviews that people say Nikon images are a little sharper, a little better than Canon images. Okay, I've used both, and I'm telling you right now, the difference is not so dramatic that you're just gonna say, oh, hands down, I gotta go with Nikon. These clips right here is just some random footage I shot. My family and I went to a science museum. We were at this museum all of 3 hours. I ended up taking over 100 clips. I used 1 battery. I don't even remember turning the camera off. The battery life on the T7i is out of this world. Now, this one may not mean anything to other people, but it's a big one for me, and a major plus to this camera for me is the way that it organizes your files on the memory card. So as you can see, it actually separates all of your images from your videos. When I used my Nikon, this was not the case. I had to go through and find all of my video clips and group them together. But the camera automatically does this for you. So when you are transferring your media, it just makes it much, much easier, especially if you only need to separate your pictures from your videos. So again, battery life, autofocus system. T7i has a time-lapse mode. I mean, it's crazy. You're gonna drop $500 on the camera. This is gonna be a long-term investment. I don't think you're gonna go out and purchase a camera and then turn around 2 months later and say, I'm gonna buy another camera, unless you know, that's just what you wanna do. But if you're looking for a dependable piece of equipment that is gonna give you all of the functions and all of the features that you need in a camera, listen to what I'm saying. Find a T7i and use it. And then come back to this video, comment on it, why I was right and why you love the T7i, all right?